I think you mentioned, I can't remember when it was, but this spring, that one of the things that just made you feel real comfortable initially at USC was, I think you put like a baby crib in the room when you came to visit. Can you walk us through just that first process and coming in and seeing that?
I mean, it was crunch time. We had just ended the season, you know what I mean? And the time that I jumped in the portal, for them finding me in the portal, you know what I'm saying? And arranging a visit, arranging Coach Riley to come down to Mississippi. I feel like they just took that extra initiative, you know, to really let me know that they cared about my whole family, and just they were gonna try to give us a home field, you know.
Yeah. So there was like when you walked in, like, are we talking a hotel room? There was
for the OV, we would have I think it was one bed for me and my girl bed, and then the baby crib.
Yeah.
And of course you got all the notes, you know.
Yeah.
And,
What did just that make you feel, you know, when you walked in?
Along with the other little awesome little graphics and stuff they had, it made me feel good. I was like, because he ended up not coming, so I was like, oh, that's all if he would have came. Then, like, he definitely would have been good. So yeah.
You not come and feel like you didn't have a place for him, and then all of a sudden you show up and there's a crib?
Nah, Mom's, like, she was supposed to come, but everybody just ended up staying back, and me and my girl just ended up taking on that trip by herself.
You talked about how big of a move that was for you, just because you really had never left. You've been here for a while now. How much have you settled in? Is this feeling more like home?
Yeah, for sure. It definitely feels like home. It feels like when I leave here, I'm going to home, you know. I call my people every day, but for the most part, like, I mean, some days I'll still get it. Like, I got it the other day on my scooter, headed home, and I was like, wow, I'm really in LA. Like I'm living in LA, so. But, I mean, it's fun. I'm surrounded by a great family, great organization, man. I love this team. I love being out here with them, going to battle with them every day.
What's a typical day like for you, balancing the parenting and football? Kind of just walk us through a day and how you handle all that.
Well, right now it's family first all the time, but I gotta do what I gotta do to make sure that we can stay, you know, living a certain type of life. And my son is, you know, he gets to eat with the football team, so he gets to eat steak and lobster sometimes. He gets to eat funny Hawaiian foods, so I don't want to have to put him back to grilled cheese and, you know, hot dogs every night. So there's nothing wrong with that. I had 8 hot dogs last night, but it's just, you know, get the most out of every day that I can up here at the facility and with the guys, and then, you know, go home, be the best dad, best boyfriend that I can be. But he's been at home for camp. He's been home with family in Mississippi, so it's been good. He misses us, and we're going to see him at the first game.
Is he coming back out here for the season, or is it just going to be – so he'll be living out here with you?
Mm-hmm. We're going to get him back the first game, and then he'll be on from there.
How has it been to not have him here with you every day?
I mean, it's a little easier on the sleep schedule, I guess you could say, but it just worked out for the best on both parties. For camp going on here, you know, him getting to spend time with his grandparents back home, family back home, it worked out for the best. He misses us, we miss him, so, you know, you got to have that in life too. So when we get better, back together, it'll be a good reunion. A lot of fun.
For sure.
You talked in the spring just about, you know, how when you come home and you see the smile, it just, you know, provides a little bit of that motivation on some days.
Facts.
Now that you're apart, you know, how do you still kind of think of them back there in Mississippi as you're going through practice and staying motivated and that sort of thing?
I mean, I ain't really got him tatted on me yet, but I mean, just like him, my grandmother. I mean, I see her picture before we leave the house. I pass his room before we leave the house. Before I leave the house, come here. And then just every day knowing, like I said, like, we can't go back. You know what I mean? I got him used to this. He's 2 years old, living from Mississippi, country town, living out here, seeing this. So there's no way, you know, I could do him that disservice and go there, take him back. So.
You said you were, you know, just kind of nervous at first for a long time, or scared of, you know, being in Mississippi and leaving home for a long time. When you were first kind of coming out of the portal, the first time you came to Mississippi State, did you want to kind of stay home because your girlfriend's pregnant, son on the way, and that sort of thing? Just want to kind of keep things small and worried about, you know, moving elsewhere at that time?
I mean, that had a huge part in it. I was committed to Kentucky for a long time, and then, you know, with the opportunity to go out and make a name for myself somewhere else, but then Mississippi State just always stayed kind of in because that was the first team I committed to in the background. And of course, with the pregnancy coming up and, you know, things like that, I was like, It's about the same chance. I mean, then family could get up here easier to see him.
Yeah.
It's everything. Once he came out, everything became. It was supposed to be selfish on my end, but it became like bigger than me. So I tried to accommodate for the best that I could.
As far as the competition here at cornerback, how's it felt this camp? How do you kind of see yourself in that picture, and what have you learned about the group?
Man, it's been awesome. I've learned that we got some balls in our room, and we're going to push each other every day. I mean, we're trying to build a real bond, man. And no matter who out there, who's stepping up to the plate, we're trying to knock it out the park. We're trying to do our job and, create turnovers, get the ball out, get the ball back to offense so we can, get off the field for as short as we can and then get back out there, do it again.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.